The great battle of my life draws near!
Let's go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fandango's big ticket interview for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Hello! Oh my gosh, this could be a chorus, the choir. Should we just...
Pretty close.
Wait.
Pretty close on the harmonies.
Can we do the Super Mario dun, 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 on the count of three? 1, 2, 3. Now, Jack.
Christmas doing it. No.
That's it.
That's me.
Yeah.
You gotta, Jack.
Yeah. That's when the sky.
What's the superstar sound?
No.
Well
Right,
done.
well done.
Well
Attaboy.
done. I'm so excited about this movie. I'm going to start with you, Chris. So in the first film, we saw Mario go from this humble plumber to this heroic Super Mario. So when we start this film, how is he adjusting to life in the Mushroom Kingdom?
You know, he's loving it. He and Luigi are pretty confident in themselves and in their ability to save the day, to unclog the pipes. He's still a little nervous around Peach. You know, he's still not quite ready to take it to the next level. But I think he and Lou have really found themselves and are showing up quite confident.
I love to hear that. Bowser has been shrunk. How is he adjusting to his shrunken life? Has it softened him at all, or is he as evil as ever?
I mean, it was a humbling experience what happened in Super Mario Brothers. Mario and Luigi are on top of the world. It's amazing what can happen by saving the world. You get a boost of confidence. The inverse has happened to Bowser. His ego has shrunken along with his body. But there's also a lot of self-reflection. And Bowser is like finding a tender side inside of himself. I think he's more in touch with his childhood fears and demons that are under control. But he still has a little bubbling rage underneath. But it's definitely, he's come a long way.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can tell he's been doing maybe some
A lot of
therapy, some
work.
self-reflection. He's
Really
doing that,
doing the work.
that deep,
Really doing the work.
deep work.
Yes.
But that's a big question. It's like, is he changed? Or is that monster dying to get back out?
How does he feel knowing his son, Bowser Jr., is trying to save him?
He was really pretty estranged from his boy. While he was a father, he was focused very much on the career of dominating the universe. And he didn't really have much father-son time. They didn't really play catch. They didn't, do a lot of those traditional father-son activities. And when he is reunited with his boy, it reawakens a deep, powerful emotion in him and a bond that could reactivate some of the darker parts of his personality. Ironically, you'd think, oh, that's just going to be a healing, beautiful thing. Not necessarily.
And I would argue that maybe had Bowser not gone through his experience of being shrunken and in touch with his emotions, he wouldn't be able to make that leap.
Wow, that's beautiful. We're going, we're going deep.
It's
We're
a
going...
journey for the Bowsers.
Welcome, Brie and Benny, to the Super Mario universe. Coveted roles that you're both playing, but I'm going to ask you the most obvious question first of all. What is it like having Jack Black as a dad?
It was a little complicated at first, because of all of the things that Jack said. Bowser wasn't necessarily there for a good part of my childhood, but he did instill within me a sense of ambition to achieve the dreams that he may or may not have achieved. And I just wanted to show my dad that I could make him proud.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, though. How many traits of his dad has Bowser Jr. inherited?
Besides the ambition, there's a deep connection. I think Bowser Jr. also has a lot of that low grumble anger inside of him that he uses to his advantage when he needs to.
And I just have to point out that you're a wonderful filmmaker, and I love you as a director as well as a performer. Hello, Super Mario super fan. My goodness. I mean, talk about manifestation, playing
Or begging.
Or begging. Yeah, which was it?
Begging for 20 years, probably.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah. It's when opportunity meets preparation. You get to be Rosalina.
Which is massive. And knowing that you are a huge gamer and that you particularly love, what is it about the galaxy corner of the universe that people are going to be excited to see in this film?
I think it just honestly, it brings so much scope and limitless potential to the films. It's part of what the games did when they came out, is it was a whole other like literal universe. It's really sky's the limit with it. And you have all of these incredible planets in the game that you travel to that you will get to see in the movie as well, which made me so proud because I know every detail of this game. And so to see the way that they honored each part of it while also honoring like all of these character stories and this like larger vision for it, I think it's just a perfect next step.
Did you manifest in bag as well too?
I didn't even think of it as a possibility. When it came, I was like, instantly yes. You know, because I've always loved the games and my kids loved the first movie. I loved the first movie. And it was just like a no-brainer. And Bowser Jr. in particular, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun because Bowser as my dad, that's going to be awesome.
That's cool
And
stuff.
Bowser Jr. is just, he was a really fun character to play because yes, he's the villain, but he thinks he's doing everything right. You know, which I think that's key, is like, he's just doing what he's supposed to do. And that's make his dad proud and take over the universe.
And also, let's talk about this triangle here between these characters, okay?
So Luigi's seeing the potential in little Bowser. I think Big Bowser is just too darn scary for Luigi, but little Bowser, he can now kind of see the humanity in Bowser, if I can call a lizard sort of thing a human. And you know, I think he sees that this turtle, thank you. Turtle dragon, yeah. This turtle dragon's a good guy. Deep down, now a lot of people will just see a villain as a villain, but you know, I think everyone has the potential to be better than just a villain. Plus, the guy can paint; he's a good painter, you know.
Yes,
and he
write a song.
encourages it. He's a great musician.
Write a song.
So Luigi's got a big heart, and he sees the best in people.
You know, you're not supposed to see the potential in people. You're supposed to see people as they are. That's what they tell us all the time.
Well, speak for yourself. I speak for Luigi. Luigi sees the potential in everybody.
That's true.
It's a beautiful thing that Luigi is able to see beyond the fire-breathing turtle dragon.
Lizard.
And see the beauty underneath. And yeah, Bowser responds to that. And you can tell that there's tension between Bowser and Mario still, but I'm all good with Luigi. It's all good.
Yeah, we're tight.
Let's talk Princess Peach. Fan favorite. Everybody absolutely, of course, loved your portrayal in the first film. So I'm wondering, for fans that love Princess Peach, what do you hope they're going to feel watching the second movie?
Ooh, I hope that it makes people feel even more empathetic and loving towards her. And then just in terms of the whole movie, as people who are a part of it and who made it, the imagination on display is out of control. It's so beautiful, it's so inventive, and I just think people are going to fall in love with the world even more than they already are.
And we see a little bit of a journey going on between her and Toad on this one. So let's talk to you about, of course, he would go to the ends of the earth.
Well, he literally
Best
goes
friends.
to the ends
Yeah.
of the
Of the
galaxy
earth.
with her. Yeah. It's more of a manifestation of his loyalty to her and how much she's been endeared to the creatures that live in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's funny because I think that Toad has a little meta quality about him. He often kind of comments on the things that are happening and is a surrogate for the audience. But then there are moments in this movie where he gets triggered by some things emotionally. There's a little bit of jealousy that people will see unfold as they're traversing through the galaxy.
Allowed to say
I don't think we're allowed to say why. We're not allowed to say why he's jealous.
That's
right. But he gets very jealous. And so that sense of him observing it gets pulled up. And now he's like, wait a minute, what's happening? But I thought I was he gets pulled in a bunch of different places emotionally.
You see different sides.
Yes, different sides of Toad. Not just this loyalty.
Which is what I've been craving.
Yeah, to see other sides of
different
Toad.
sides of Toad.
Many faces of
50 Shades of Toad.
50 Shades of Toad spin-off.
My brain just went to a totally different place. How does Peach feel about all of this?
Ooh, I think Peach loves the loyalty. I think there's also a tiny part of Peach where she's happy that Mario and Luigi can see what it takes to run a kingdom. I think she feels very validated in that. She can make running the kingdom look very easy. But it's also just so beautiful to see her so willing to help and ready to jump in and wanting to go on the adventure.
We want a little bit of Toad's voice. Just a
Just a little bit of it? Just a tiny little bit of it. Okay, I mean, I can give you as much as you want, but tiny bit works. But if you wanted more, I can give you more. I mean, we can do the rest of the interview this way if you wanted.
whatever you choose.
Yeah,
But that was brilliant. Thank you, thank you,
Can't believe I
thank
just
you.
locked myself into that. All right.
And speaking of voices, how do you prepare yourself to get back and do the wahoos and the iconic lines of Mario?
Oh, it's an intense process. The beauty is Michael and Aaron have a really great track that they play for me of just the greatest hits of my voice from the first movie. Because in the first movie, you're really kind of trying a lot of things, discovering how to get there. But then once we nailed it down, now we have an entire movie to reference. So they would play me a hit track. And I'd periodically like lose it. And I'd play it for me again, and they would just play that for me. And I would just kind of parrot my own voice from the first movie.
Wow.
It's the beauty of what we do is you can try it 20 times. If
Yes.
you don't get it right in 19, it's fine. It's just you have to get it right once. Just trying to get back into it. It was nice to be able to have the first movie to reference.
For Brie and Benny, like, how did you find the voices that you were going to use for your characters?
Just a lot of sessions, I think.
Yeah. So you didn't go in with a particular idea, or were you strong in your idea and then it evolved, or sort of how did it come about?
Well, kind of. I mean, you take your swing and then they go back, and it's like you're all working together to kind of figure out what the first draft of it is.
Yeah.
And the thing with Rosalina is that she is on one hand this like otherworldly, peaceful mother, and then she's also very intense and a fighter at the same time. So it was about finding where the limits were with both sides of it, so that both felt like true, but also funny and charming at the same time. And also just like honoring what the character is and not just making her aggressive because it's a funny thing to do, you know? So it took a little bit to find what the limits were. And then once we did, it was lovely, you know? It's just a very different process where you're like, you take a stab at it and then you step away from it and then you come back maybe a month or so later, depending on when they want you back. And so it's like over a year when you have like time to take space, which is so different. We're used to being on set where it's like you have to know the answer now, and if you don't figure it out. And so it was like you actually had time to consider it and to think about it, which I think is part of why these movies are so fantastic, is because it just moves on such a different schedule where you have time to like really think through every single frame in a way that I just don't experience in anything else. On-set life is not like that. You don't get to have years to like sketch something and look at it and hear it and then adjust it. That's why I love these animated films so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just got to go in and like, I'm going to take this chance. I had a kind of an idea of what I wanted to do. He was like a little bit of like a spoiled kid, but like a little bit of like a little attitude spunk to him. And then I tried it. And then taking aspects of like trying to be like his dad, Big Bowser, get really low and angry at any moment. But the most fun was when trying to make Bowser really cute. And like, you're like, oh, daddy. Like that, those were my favorite moments.
Adorable.
I would just like call, oh, daddy, please. Like all that kind of thing. And it was very funny because I would try it out with my kids and they were like, that's really good. He goes, and I think a lot of kids aren't going to like Bowser Jr. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good thing. That's good. That's a good thing. I would have like a phrase that I would say. And if I said that, it kind of just like clicked it all into place. And then he'd just go off. And I got very good advice from Michael saying, if you leave here and you don't feel stupid, you did it wrong. And I was like, that's great advice.
That's excellent advice.
Great advice.
He's never told me that.
And I was just like, oh, wow. And then all of a sudden I was just like,
That's great.
Why are you looking like that, Jack?
Because I want to know the phrase.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
same.
go, oh, come on.
Oh my God, so cute.
Oh my
So cute.
That's great. I love a phrase that gets you into character.
Yeah, because
It's
it also
a great
gives you a little bit of emotion, all that stuff. It's
I have one of those
Yeah.
too.
You do?
And it's just his name. I'll go, Mario. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's it. All right, there's the guy.
Okay, Jack, what was it exciting for you about coming back into this universe and revisiting this universe and this character?
Well, first of all, having Benny and Brie on board was very exciting to me. And there's a couple other surprises that you don't know about yet that I'm also very excited about. And it's kind of fun to have some secret surprise. And look, I had such a blast on the first one. We worked really hard. Look, I'm not gonna lie, there was some drilling down to find these characters, and it was actually hard work to the point where I was like almost losing my mind in the sense of, what don't we and I was trying, but once we found it, it was off to the races, and I was so happy. When I saw Super Mario Brothers, I was like, I'm smiling the whole way through. Very rare special achievement. And so I was chomping at the bit. Are you kidding me? To get back in here and party again with this group. With some new special surprises. And once again, I think it's a marvel to behold. It's just an explosion of color and fun and joy. I'm always down to party with Bowser in this universe. Hopefully, we'll be making several more.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you might be. Just to wrap up, of all the worlds in Super Mario Galaxy, which one would each of you like to visit the most? And I'll just go around. I'll start with you.
Ooh. So Luigi's Haunted Mansion movie? That could be on the game.
Cool. Could be really
You know, you
cool.
can go
I'm
old
into
school
that.
and go back to the original Donkey Kong. I'll let some other people answer.
Oh, I want to be in Brooklyn. You know, just get me in Brooklyn. With good pizza and then lots of plumbing and, you know, no danger really. You know, just a really
Good pizza and lots of plumbing. Brooklyn.
good pizza, lots of plumbing, Brooklyn. You know.
I like the galaxy in general, but maybe the honeybee planet would be fun. The best. Yeah.
If you're a fan of honey, especially.
I love honey.
Well, there is for people who love the game and the honeybee planet, like the boss level is this big honeybee and she does make an appearance and it made me cackle. I was like, oh my God! So I was really happy about that. It's really hard for me because I felt like when I watched the movie, it was almost just like this sensory overload of like everything I've ever loved and played and watched throughout my whole life. So I think for me, I just felt like bombarded by all the references and every single frame is just filled with references. There's nothing in this that doesn't have a purpose and meaning. It's also about the way that these movies really enhance and expand what the games already did and tell more story and connect things that I've always wondered about and didn't know the answers to. So anyway, what's your favorite?
I can't remember. I got lost in that answer.
Yeah.
I was just struck by how awesome it is to have all these great actors on board. It's a thrill because you're like a real actor, and you too. And I feel a little intimidated. To be honest, I'm a little intimidated on this dais. What was the question?
Your favorite, like your favorite
universe,
world
in the galaxy. Your favorite world
Oh,
in the
my
galaxy.
favorite world in the galaxy?
I'm holding my breath right here.
Look, you're holding your breath?
Yeah, for what
That's
you're
too
gonna
much
say.
pressure on me.
I spent a lot of time.
All right,
I
all
can
right.
hear you
If I have to
breathing
take a
back.
favorite, you guys are all going to be disappointed. I'm going OG Donkey Kong, 1986, Culver City, at the Corner Mart. How many quarters did I plunk in there? Bowser wasn't even a twinkling of an eye at that point. But that's what triggers my childhood memories of joy of the Nintendo universe. Right at the beginning, the big bang of Nintendo.
And the movie does have references, not to that game specifically, but to the original older games.
Yes. If you want to go to the beginning, the real beginnings of the Nintendo universe, it goes back to like the 14th century, playing cards.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Am I right?
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You are absolutely right.
They're saying wrap it up. This has gone too long. Come on.
Thank you all so much for a wonderful chat. And
did great.
Thank you. Tickets are on sale now at Fandango. Thank you so much for watching. Applause.